Well, so Soldier has checked into the local inn,
Mm-hmm.
buried treasures,
Yep.
and Maury is chasing, like, following them to the Grumpy Moose currently.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I believe I gave 5 gold for 5 nights, so I'm here for the week.
It's true. You did.
Nothing
Man.
back. Nothing bad can happen in a week, guys. Right? Right?
What if our adventures take us away from town like immediately? Are you gonna be able to get your deposit back?
We'll worry about that later.
So within the Grumpy Moose, we have Zakidi, Vant, and Misha, with Soldier and Morivita on their way in. So what are you three doing?
I just drew a line by accident. Sorry.
Vant is chatting it up with the bartender and just enjoying a warm drink of something.
So when Misha walks in, he like pulls his hood down and like standing sort of like on the back of his neck is a hawk. He whistles quickly, and a bunch of birds like fly out of his sleeves and out of the shield on his back. Just kind of go up into the rafters, fluff up to get warm. And Misha walks up to the bar.
And you've been traveling the 10 towns pretty frequently, right, as Misha?
Yeah.
So the bartender recognizes you and... sorry, Vant, just a moment. Misha, been a while.
What's the bartender's name again? Sorry, out of character.
They didn't give me one, so...
Random bartender number 5.
Hey, Bob. How you doing, Bob?
There you go.
Anyways, doing well. Broke, but doing well. The birds are happy.
Well, if you're broke, how you feeding them?
Had picked up some food a little while back, but running out. Figured I'd get some work in town. Do you know anyone who's hiring?
Fishermen are always hiring. Probably good to check the docks in the morning.
All right, that makes sense. Do you think you could spot me some dinner? I can pay you once I get paid.
If you weren't a regular, it's not a very hearty stew that he spoons out for you, but he does spoon out a stew and a small glass of ale.
Thank you, friend.
He turns back to Van. Sorry about that. What were you saying?
Oh, I was just just talking about the day. Nothing important. You're from out of town? Van kind of turns to look at Misha.
Yeah, the
Hi,
well,
Daisy.
born up in the mountains, been traveling the towns for a while now.
What is out of town like?
It's all pretty cold.
Van just starts nodding and just keeps nodding. That's kind of it.
Like one of those bird things, the sipping bird thing.
Not quite that deep, but it's just oh, okay, I understand. And he kind of just there's no follow-up question here.
You look like you're new in town, friend. What brings you here?
Oh, I've been here a while. My name's Fant. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man.
I work at the in the trinkets and baubles place.
Well, nice to meet you. Name's Misha. Misha Fletcher Thunlakalaga.
Misha Fletcher. I missed the last part of that.
Thunlakalaga.
Tunlakalaga. I'll remember that. I remember everything.
Yes, that's how it's spelled 2 days.
That's right. Jesus Christ, I forgot.
I hope you can find work. It's been slim here for a while. It's been cold.
Me too. Something always comes up.
Well, don't let me keep you from your ale or your stew. The stew it's good. It's very good. He kind of does the shifty eye. The good eye kind of looks over at the bartender, just like, make sure I'm talking him up. I'm doing good.
He's a good cook, and Misha starts eating.
Zakidi.
Is there music in this tavern?
No.
Is there some sort of sweet beverage that they serve?
They've got a wine that they bill as sweet.
Then she will be sitting at the bar. Not like, well, actually, she will have taken out her flute and kind of wiggled it when she came in to see if he would let her play while she drank.
Oh, the bartender would have shrugged. He wouldn't stop her.
Then she's basically sitting on the bar, at the end, with a glass of sweet wine, wearing what is probably looks to be a wholly impractical outfit for the cold. Playing her flute and just kind of she's vibing. She looks like she's having a great time, which is really weird because it's kind of cold here, but she's having a great time.
All right. Well, Soldier and Shield and Moravita, you arrive to the Grumpy Moose to find someone very large eating a small bowl of stew. A small individual hanging out next to him, and have you ever seen a satyr before playing a flute sitting on the end of the bar?
I don't think I have. I think that'd be the odd one of the three I see. I walk in. My movements are still a little bit stiff because it's freezing cold. So my movements are a lot more stiff than they were when I was back in the inn. And I kind of stiffly walk my way up to the bar and try to get the bartender's attention in the most polite way I've been told how to do. And I stand there patiently until either he says something or I do the...
Well, when the door opens, the bartender actually does turn to both of you.
Okay.
He greets Moravita as someone that he has met before, and then, what can I do for you, sir?
Yes, I am here looking for work. Hopefully there are some. I heard maybe fishermen. I'm not really good around water, but I can do my best.
Well, the fishermen are probably your best bet for work. Check in the docks in the morning would do for you.
I see.
There might be one other thing. Maury speaks up.
As my head slowly jerks in your direction.
Misha turns as well.
This isn't official or anything, and I don't even know necessarily if it's true, but recently there's been a couple attacks, for lack of a better term, with the fishermen. I don't know if any of that sort of your thing, but She looks very nervous as multiple people are now looking at her. Just, since people are being attacked and since it's becoming harder to fish and such, there might be a small, if people could somehow get rid of whatever that is or figure out what it is, then I'm sure people would be at the very least grateful.
So you're saying people need protecting?
Yes.
Where
Yeah.
at?
Bob the bartender leans over the bar a bit. Maury, Grinsk is not going to be happy you're telling possible workers about that thing. But he's looking out over the patrons in the bar. You ever met Tally, Maury? They're half-elf. They came into town fairly recently, studying.
I can't say I have yet. No.
Well, they've been studying this monster. They want more info on it. Might find them by the docks in the morning as well.
Well, there you go. She looks at the others and goes, if it is a dangerous monster, and from what I've heard it is a bit dangerous, then, there's safety in numbers. I don't necessarily know if there's any sort of, money in it, but, if you're not the type that actually wants to fish, then it might be something that you could maybe do.
Thank you. I will go in the morning.
Sounds like the works at the dock either way. Name's Misha. Pleasure to meet you.
Shield. You may call me Shield. I do have a question. Also, how warm is it here? Oh no,
Not
is it
very? There's a fire currently in the fire pit, but it looks like it's on the verge of going out.
Is there a way to get the fire going a little more? My joints are freezing over.
So Bob's face kind of immediately drops the smile. No, that's not going to be possible.
I see. Is there oil anywhere?
Perhaps the general store?
I might be able to help. If you'll let me see your joints.
Yeah, when you say that, I just under my cloak, I hold up my arm, and you just see this black steel hand come out, and I try to close my fingers, but they barely the fingers barely touch, and you can just see me struggling to close.
Okay, Nev, I have a question.
Okay.
Does Shield's armor count as non-living material?
That's a good question.
I would like to prestidigitate to Warm a cubic foot of his hands, even though they are hands and not feet.
Yes, it counts as non-living metal because it does specify it is technically separate from the Warforged.
Yeah.
Okay. So Vantal put his hands around Shield's hands and just kind of mutter a couple words. Obviously doing magic and warm them up to warm.
Yeah, you see me do normally close my hand rapidly just to make sure they're I can move them again, and then you just see me move my arm back and forth, and it's thank you. That feels better.
I can't do more, but it should at least get you able to hold a glass of ale.
Yes. Yes, that should be good enough.
Give it an hour. It'll last for an hour. You should find something warmer by then. I suggest blankets. The blankets here are amazing. The cloaks they make are phenomenal.
Thank you.
Maury this entire time has just been just watching closely, but while not saying anything.
Yeah. So, also, the only thing you've also seen of me right now is my arm. I have not shown my face yet. I've kept the hood still up.
Right.
Yeah, Maury as well. The minute she left the inn, she did put up her hood as per normal. She, as much as the people in town know she's a tiefling, she doesn't like advertising that fact.
I guess I owe you a drink for this.
Oh no. That's perfectly all right. But you could buy a drink for the lady down at the end of the bar, and say it's from me.
As you say that, I look at the end of the bar. I believe I see the satyr, right?
Yeah, I believe that would be Zakidi.
I basically
Deploy the art.
I basically turn back to you, and I'm not in agreement, but I do say, I hate to be rude. What are they?
In need of a drink.
Did I not put the full art up here?
All right.
Shit.
How much would a drink be?
3 copper.
Okay.
Oh wow, it's cheap. I
gotta bring a gold piece down. So yeah, I go, all right, and I basically take the drink, walk. Because my leg joints are still stiff. Walk stiffly to the end of the bar and go. I set the drink in front of you and basically go, the gentleman, and I it's a very stiff turn as I point. The gentleman right there says this is for you.
Vant gives a little finger wiggle and a wave.
So she's sitting on the bar with one leg crossed over the other, and she's just kind of wiggling her. Oh right, no feet, wiggling her hoof, and as Shield gets close, she kind of she doesn't really stop him, but she sort of arrests his movement with her hoof, sticking it out when he puts down the drink, and she puts down the flute and looks down at the glass of wine next to her that's half finished, and what did you bring over?
I have
Ale.
no idea. There you go.
She looks down at the ale, and then over at Shield. But I already have a drink. Well, now I have 2. Wow! She'll grab her wine and just slam the rest of it.
Oh dear.
And pick up the ale and smell it.
Pounce, is the flute a pan flute or just a?
That's a regular one. I figured the pan flute might be a little leaning into the trope a little bit too much.
Okay, I that's why I had to ask. I'm
I had the option. It was a proficiency choice. No, we went with the
absolutely
regular
is.
flute.
Yes, you have 2 now. As I look back in confusion, is that it?
Vant kind of makes this gesture of appreciation. It looks like he's extended a thumb and is
Okay, so yeah, Shield stiffly turns around.
Oh
and
wait!
walks.
Before he turns around, she takes his hand. Now she's seen Warforged before, but she doesn't say anything. And she puts her empty wine glass in his hand. And she's like, and you can take that right back to him.
Oh. Grab it, stiffly turn, walk stiffly, and go, this is for you, and just put it down.
And she does like the finger wiggly wave right back at him.
Maury walks up to her. And, like, after seeing all that, looks at the flute, goes, where'd you learn to play?
I forgot where she was born.
Doo-dah, doo-dah.
Quickly going through my notes.
Doo-dah, doo-dah.
But there we go. So she'll kind of like, because she's just like that. She'll flourish the flute around once in her fingers and set it down on the bar next to her, and just pick up the ale and just the high forest. Sip.
Oh, wow. So you're not a tiefling then?
No. Why would you say that? Are you? And she'll like look down, try to peer under the hood.
She pulls the hood down a bit more, but it's very clear that at bare minimum, that Maury's a bit unusual. It's like, yes.
Just And if Maury will let her, she'll kind of just reach out and pat the top of the hood.
She does litter, and it's clear that there's something horn-like under there.
Just shh! I won't tell anybody.
That seems to make Maury smile. Could anyone learn?
Probably. I mean, maybe if you didn't have hands, or I guess if you didn't have, like, a mouth, you probably couldn't play the flute, but I guess if you have hands, probably?
She kind of looks at her hands, and one of her arms is fairly heavily bandaged. I have hands.
She'll, like, lean down. This is a very strange way to ask if someone would teach you something.
Well,
you should be more direct. It's much more fun.
I was about to ask, could you teach me?
No.
Oh.
I mean, yes, I could, but not right now, because I'm having a drink.
Oh, no, not right now. I just mean, well, since you have come all the way here from wherever that forest is, I figured that given the storms and the winter that you'd probably be staying here for a while, and, well, there's not a lot that happens up here.
Yeah, your town is kind of, like, a little bit boring, but,
Well, there is the monster problem.
Vant leans over to the bartender. She's just telling everyone.
I think
Yeah, she
I'm
finds
pretty
him.
sure Mr. Bob, I think was his name, just told you not to tell people about that.
Oh.
But it
No,
won't be
no,
fixed.
no. I didn't say anything about that. I said Grinsk would be unhappy, but the old bastard probably
Well, I
deserves
don't know who
it.
that is, so I guess I don't really care.
Also, oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, it's just, if you've come all the way here, this place is I mean, I don't know how things are down south or what you hear down south, but
Warmer.
in general, well, yes, I would assume warmer.
And there's more people, and they have trees and wood and big cities.
But here's the question that I really want to know. And she looks around at everyone who's very clearly not from here. Why would you come here?
I can't answer that. Mostly work.
Right.
Are
And
you a secret agent?
what?
They can't answer because they're on a secret mission from some government to do something secret up here, so they can't tell us.
Well, I mean, maybe. But like in general, to get up here, you'd have to be like really like awesome adventure types, right?
I yes. I'm not sure what the answer here.
It's just you don't strike me as merchants.
I could be selling flutes. You don't know.
You could be, but you don't seem the type. You're not boring enough.
Are merchants boring?
Yes.
Oh. I'm not a merchant.
That's very obvious.
I'm sorry.
That's the reason I've been asking about the monsters. See, there's people in this town I care about, and well, it's been hurting people, and it's been making things difficult for people. I just thought there's a bunch of travelers here that aren't like the normal sort we get. Not that we get a lot, anyways, but I'm hoping that maybe you all are the types that like the stories people tell.
Stories?
Slay the bad thing, rescue the damsel, get paid.
I'm willing to help. I don't. Is there a damsel in distress?
No, I don't think so.
There could be fish in distress.
There are indeed fish in distress.
Hey, giant blue man!
Misha exhales heavily and stands like Misha. I assume towers over. Pounce, what's your character's name? I'm so sorry.
Zakidi. And
Zakidi.
She's sitting on the bar, and she's pretty tall, but
Okay.
I think Goliaths are just big.
Fair enough. The name's Misha, if you wish to address me. Can I help you?
She'll wave. Okay, Misha, if you wish to address me, do you want to come help us save the fish tomorrow? There might be money or damsels. Giant wave, like she sees a friend from across the room or from across the field. You haven't seen somebody in a long time. Big wave with one hand.
Somewhat under his breath, but not really. The birds are so much easier. That was the plan.
Good.
Yeah. You definitely need to be a little more direct about this stuff, though.
Well, I mean,
That's all right. You'll figure it out. So, does anyone have a place that we could sleep tonight?
Nope.
Shocking.
I do have a room.
Maury does a quick head count. There is one place you could all stay, and I could, since you're all agreeing to at least take a look at it, I could make sure that you're all taken care of. it comes with good food.
Sold.
Wonderful. I'll go ahead and set everything up. When you're ready, just come over to the, what was the name of the inn again?
Was it Lost Treasure? Buried Treasures. There you go.
Yeah,
I should know I'm saying that too.
When you're ready, just come over to the buried treasures. I'll make sure everything's taken care of for you.
I have so many windows open.
I feel your pain.
More monitors. More!
With that, Mori, who still hasn't introduced herself, quickly runs off to go ahead and pay 4 gold for 4 additional rooms. One for herself as well, of course.
So she runs out the door, and Zakidi's just like, wow, that sounds great. I really wish I knew where that was.
I know where it is.
For what it's worth, it's just down the road
Yes.
from bartender Bob
All
Yes.
right.
at the south end of town.
So she'll just kind of. How big is the ale that she got from Vant?
For 3 copper, it's probably like a normal-sized cup.
All right, well, she'll just pound that back because she's not letting it go to waste.
What's your constitution?
14.
Alright.
I mean, it's not bad.
No, it's not bad.
Woo!
Misha finishes up eating and lets out like 3 short whistles, and the birds all kind of like fly back down, like dive into his sleeves and back under the shield on his back. The big hawk like stops for a sec, like, Tigran, come on, and whistling again. The big hawk comes back down, lands on his neck, and like behind his neck, and pulls the hood back up and heads out to the bar, or to the inn rather.
He is dazed.
I just look at the bartender with a look of confusion that he can't see and ask, is this normal?
For Misha? Yeah.
The other 2?
I mean, Vant and Vant and Mori are both pretty new, so... you know.
I see. Alright, I guess I'm heading back. Thanks for the information.
You got it.
As I stiffly walk out of the bar, still confused about what just happened. I don't know why I had to give someone a drink or return a wine glass or that entire conversation, to be honest.
Bye, Bob, and she'll skip after Shield. As she gets to the door, she goes through the motion of pulling her hood up, like she has a hood, but nothing is there. And then she goes out and starts skipping after him in the snow.
Which is quite a feat if you think about it, given hooves.
Have you seen the thighs on this woman? She
I
has powerful legs. Nevi, put the art up.
Okay.
Where's the art going up?
I gave Nev a handout that she could show because I didn't want her to have to worry about people having the stream on.
Gotcha.
Wait, a handout? Where?
I gave you her full-sized art to make into a handout.
Yes.
Ah.
So, did that mean everybody else left? And it's just
Yeah.
Vance and the bartender?
I think so, because I walked out because I'm guessing I'm heading back. I know where I need to go tomorrow for hopefully a job. So, and I don't eat or drink, so I'm like, cool, got the information. Bye.
Zakiti is now in your journals.
Yay!
I don't see it.
Oh, I see. It's the top one. Ah,
There we go. Okay.
Oh, I should maybe change the name of it to Zakiti Art.
yeah, probably.
Oh wow, Roll20 compressed the shit out of it, but whatever. It's too big. I should have given you
Yeah.
a smaller version.
It's all
nice.
right.
So like I said, wholly impractical outfit for the cold.
But yes, so Vant and Bob have been left alone. I mean, with the other locals in.
So Vant is going to ask Bob, do you think they're just going to die in the cold?
Maybe. It's hard to say with adventuring types.
Vant kind of chews on his lip a little bit and then stands up and says, well, I guess I'd better go quit my job and take up fishing. Have a good night.
Good luck with it, Vant.
And then he will head off to, I'm assuming he has like some sort of crash space since he's been theoretically working here.
Yes, although Maury did also set up a room for him, too.
Yes, Maury did. Maury bought a room for everyone who did not already buy a room, which is say
Okay.
everyone but Soldier.
Sorry, Maury. Vant may have not understood that.
Maury's out an extra gold for no reason. No, I'm kidding.
Is there anything anybody wanted to do before the night?
We would just catch Shield as we're heading back. Just go. Psst, 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 psst.
Yes.
So kind of like lean down to not like peer under his hood, but to like whispering a secret. The trick is layers. If you wear layers, you don't feel the cold as much, which could be helpful if you don't have warm blood or anything like that.
If you look closer at Shield's cloak, it's actually like 4 layers deep. It's just still cold. It seems that the cold is seeping through somewhere else.
She's just coming to deliver her advice, and off she go. Well, she can't really go anywhere because she's following him, but
Yeah, I think Shield gives you like a nod and says, "Thank you for the advice." Is there something else you need?
well, I'm following you. I need to get back. I don't know where we're going.
Yes. I just head back to the buried treasures.
Cora greets you all as you arrive. Welcome in, welcome in. Maury has set up rooms for you. I would advise getting into your blankets now so you can start warming up for the body heat.
I have a question.
Okay.
What's a Mori?
Oh, Moravita. She goes by Maury. You met her earlier? Are you not her guest? She said that they'd be coming in with Mr. Shield.
Maury pokes her head down from upstairs. I think I did it again. I think I forgot to introduce myself.
Oh, okay. That's Maury for you. May I show you to your rooms?
Please.
So she leads you all upstairs. As Shield noted, your rooms have no wood in the fireplaces or anywhere, and there are lots and lots of blankets piled on the beds.
Okay.
Zakiti basically, when she gets shown her room, will like power bomb onto her bed, belly flop style, and just start turning herself into a burrito.
Yeah, that should keep you nice and warm throughout the night.
Like half her head pokes out. Looks over it. I forgot her name.
Maury?
No, the
Cora.
innkeeper. Cora.
Cora.
Doesn't say anything. Just looks, smiles, goes back to burritoing.
I love Zakiti.
So yeah, she shows you all to your rooms. Please let me know if there's anything I can do for you.
Maury said she wanted to learn how to play the flute. So, yeah, you could maybe teach her that. Mm-hmm.
Sadly, that's not something I actually know how to do.
Poor Maury.
I actually need to check something real quick. Nope. Okay, never mind. I probably would just ask, like, is there more blankets?
Thank you for the bits, Fluffy. Yes, I can bring over some more for you. How many more would you like?
I don't want to do the yes. 3 more would be fine.
Okay. Cora scurries off, and when she returns, she's carrying very thick quilted blankets. She brings you 3 of them and piles them onto the bed for you.
Thank you.
Of course.
And I awkwardly back up into my door frame and slowly close the door. Unless they say something. It's just like slowly, like a very awkward, slowly closing the door of my room.
Are Misha and Moriel set, or?
Yeah, Misha is just gonna take 3/4 of the blankets or so that are on the bed, like take them off the bed and like set up a thing for the birds on the floor so they can be all curled up, tuck them in, and then just kind of curl up under the one, or the couple left.
Maury as well, make sure that she's all nice and warm, and then she uses prestidigitation to warm the blankets.
Okay.
Oh, man, all I got is Sacred Flame. I don't think I should use that on the blankets.
You should probably not. Prestidigitation, though, can warm objects for an hour.
All right.
So yeah, I think what Shield's gonna do is I'm not gonna use the bed. I'm gonna put a blanket on the floor in one of the corners and just wrap myself up and sit on the blanket and just do that for 4 hours.
Today on It's Been a While Since I've Been somebody player side on Roll20.
No worries. We all do it all the time.
Prestidigitation can make whatever food you're eating taste like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. So yes.
Also, not 4 hours, 6 hours. I need at least 6 hours of rest. So yeah, that's what I'm doing.
I was gonna say, I didn't think that they had, like, 4 hours, like, trance, so...
No, it's 6 hours. I don't need to sleep, but I have to be like in an inactive state for 6 hours. I forgot
Inactive
the
but aware.
Yeah, inactive but aware. I forgot what the time was. It's 6 hours, not 4.
No worries. Alright. Well, the night passes uneventfully. It's cold. Not being allowed a fire makes it very, very cold. Even with, you manage to do what you can with your body heats. It's rough in the morning when you're trying to move your joints, shield, but you're not restricted in any way.
Yep.
But morning comes, and you can tell because Cora immediately lights a fire downstairs.
Is there breakfast?
Yes.
How many blankets were in the room?
5 nice thick quilts.
Zakidi is still wrapped up in all 5 when she comes down. Only her face is poking out. And only a little bit.
Good morning, miss. There's porridge.
Ooh, fire! And she'll go, sit down in front of it.
Yeah, I think I come down and just sit at a table.
You should light this all the time.
Hopefully with our sacrifice, Lady Oral will release us from the curse.
What?
Mori is definitely huddled up next to the fire. She does not like the cold.
I suppose maybe since you're out of town you don't know. We here in Bremen do not light fires at night as a sacrifice of warmth to the Frostmaiden.
The burrito sort of wiggles in place, slowly turning But it's coldest at night.
Yes, and the sacrifice of our warmth will maybe appease her and she will release us from the winter.
You should ask if you could sacrifice during the day. Because it'll be a little bit warmer and you might not freeze to death.
Oral is... how to put it? It wouldn't matter as much during the day.
I hear birds.
Has your sacrifice worked at all?
No. Not yet, but we keep trying.
How many times have you tried?
It's been a while.
What other option do we have? I mean, she's a goddess.
Kind of sounds like a pretty shitty god if you're not allowed to be warm in the middle of...
Well, she's the goddess of winter.
Well, I'm going to go visit the goddess of porridge. And she gets up and, sits down at the table. And you can see, like, she looks at the bowl and then, like, looks down where her arms should be, but they're all tucked in under 5 layers of blankets. And she looks at the porridge. And she looks at her arms. And you can almost see the calculus meme of the equations floating around her head as she tries to figure out how she's going to get this porridge into her without taking her arms out of the warmth of the blanket. And in the end, we just kind of settle for setting our face in the bowl. Like, not like slamming it down messily, just kind of going face first to consume the porridge.
This makes Mori just start bursting into giggles.
Do you need help?
The bowl, like, shakes back and forth.
I'm not sure if that's a yes or a no.
How good is the porridge, by the way? Like, one day I'll stop asking stupid inane questions that annoy Nebby.
You're
But not today,
annoying
apparently.
me. I'm sorry. I'm reading chat too and just giggling over here. It's decent. There was some cinnamon added, you can tell, and
Extra world lore. How is the porridge?
the porridge is good. There's been some cinnamon added. You'd think it could probably use some fresh fruit or dried fruit or fruit, period. But, you know.
It's warm, though, right?
It is definitely warm.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we're all about it. How long can I hold my breath?
Good question.
I mean, she's not going to drown in it. She's eating it, but it's like...
Yeah.
I just...
I think you should be more worried about, like, scalding your face.
Yeah.
Because it is hot porridge.
You can hold your breath 1 minute. Another minute is equal to 1 plus your Constitution modifier.
I can hold my breath for 3 minutes? Oh my god, she's amazing.
Mori cannot hold her breath for a minute.
Smelling.
Also, random thing, Mori, having just woken up and such, does not have her hood up, so people do see that she does in fact have horns. Unlike the art there, I only had so much I could work with there until I actually get art.
Once again, do you need help with that?
So she comes up, she's, I'm fine.
Okay. Okay. As I sit in astonishment of what is going on here.
She kind of looks over at him, and she goes, are you gonna eat yours? In that sort of, I bet you're not gonna. Like, I know something you don't know voice. Are you gonna eat yours?
I just slide it to you.
Oh.
Smelling
Mori,
food, Misha comes downstairs, and then, like, the flock of birds, like, flying along the ceiling, like, toward the ceiling afterwards, toward the fire. And sits down and grabs some porridge. Morning, everyone.
morning, and probably, like, Mori has at least some understanding of who Misha is, yes?
You've been in the Brennan for a while, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Misha has come through every so often for the last probably 5-6 years.
Gotcha. Then yeah, I should definitely recognize Misha. Morning, Misha.
Morning.
Did Vent never come last night, Cora?
No, I assume he probably went to wherever he currently stays?
Oh dear. I'm gonna bring him some porridge.
And Zakiti will, like, zealously guard the extra bowl she got when she hears that. One arm finally pops out of the blanket, and she's like, ah.
And at that moment, the
Don't
door
worry,
opens.
miss.
Good morning.
Oh, we were just talking about you. You never came for the room I got you.
I am so sorry. I didn't understand.
What's wrong with your eye?
You're a rude one, aren't you?
Nothing. It just doesn't work. It was a long story. Actually, it was a very short story. I was cold. I was left. Yeah. It was too much cold.
Maury
sorry, do you
instinctively
want some
rubs her
porridge?
bandaged arm.
Not these. These are mine. But you could probably get your own.
Oh no, I'm not hungry. I already ate this morning. But thank you. Oh, Maury, I have wonderful news.
Oh,
I'm fired.
that doesn't sound like wonderful news.
Well, it means I can help you now.
Are you sure you want to? I mean, you've already been through so much.
Learn to take yes as an answer.
But
Yes.
that being said, I suppose we could use the extra help. So yes. Well, by we I mean they. I mean I only know a little bit magic. I'm not.
It's the fish, though. We're to save the fish.
Anything that makes the porridge better.
You know, you have a point.
Not that the porridge is
not
bad.
that the porridge is bad. Porridge is great. I love it.
I would like fish for dinner every once in a while is nice.
Well, it's there every once in a while. But I do see what you mean. That's kind of why I did just snatch the opportunity that I potentially could have.
Besides, these people might be able to do it. Whatever it is.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We don't know what it is. This is true.
You shouldn't talk about us. When we're right here, it's rude.
Well, in general, there's no harm in hearing out, and like I don't actually know what any of you can or can't do, and I mean, but like that's the thing is you haven't agreed to anything. I haven't paid you or anything. I did pay for your rooms, but that's beside the point.
I can fight.
That's wonderful.
Vent will go check on Shield's hands.
Yeah, there's a little bit more movement in it than yesterday.
Good. The chill always does horrible things to people.
Yes. I'm not used to it yet.
Between you and me, I don't think anyone ever really gets used to it.
Well, in any case, should we once everyone's fed theirs, we should probably head to the docks.
Yes.
Make sure to bundle up if you're going out on the ice.
She is right. And Maury just kind of sighs and pulls some stuff out of her little bag and pulls on another little extra shawl.
I stand up and start heading to the door.
As Misha was eating, he was breaking up one of his traveling rations and like throwing it on the floor for the birds to eat. And then, the 3 short whistles to get all the birds back, and he heads to the docks with the rest of them.
I side with you, Days. You should always break Kit
So
Kats,
I guess
not
Zakiti will like shed her blankets like a cocoon, leaving him on the chair behind her. Kind of wiping her mouth with the back of her hand. And she does the thing where, again, she pulls up the hood that goes through the motion of pulling up her hood, but there's nothing there.
So we're off to the docks.
Yep. Maury is leading the way to the docks.
The lake around the creaky docks is frozen, forcing fishers to pull their rowboats up onto the ice. Standing between a pair of boats is a stout humanoid in cold weather clothing. A gray hood hides most of the humanoid's face, but you can make out a wide nose and a long, frosty beard. The stout figure stamps their feet, spots you, and waves you over. Good, you're here. Get to it, ingrates. Those fish ain't gonna catch themselves.
Wow, you're rude.
Now that he has yelled, Maury and Vant are familiar with this individual being Grinsk Barrelbore, a shield dwarf who owns... he often is the one hiring fishermen in the area. You do note that of the two boats he is standing between, the gunwale of one of them has what looks to be a large bite taken out of it. But the vessel is seaworthy still.
Good morning, Grant.
Good morning. I don't think we're the people you're looking for.
He frowns. I'm offering 5 copper a trout. Time's better spent angling than yapping. And he mutters something in Dwarvish. Do any of you speak Dwarvish?
Wait, hang on, let me check. Oh,
I do not.
I didn't get any languages at all. Fuck, no.
I don't know.
No.
Okay, so he mutters in Dwarvish.
I was between either Elvish and Dwarvish, and I took Elvish. Sir, we're not here for fishing.
They're here for adventuring.
Fishing's an adventure. 5 copper a trout. Meanwhile, you hear footsteps approaching on the creaky dock. Another figure, covered head to toe in cold weather clothing, has joined you. The figure waves a gloved finger at the frosty bearded dwarf. You have no honor, Barrelbore, the newcomer yells, pulling down a woolen muffler to reveal a pale, half-elven face. You're sending these innocent people to their deaths, and for what? A few fish? Ah, pay no mind to this rambling fool, says Grinsk. Did you tell them about the monster? Retorts the half-elf.
That's what we're here for, I think.
Yes. We're here for the monster problem.
Grinsk curses again in Dwarvish. He yells at all of you to get to work and then stomps away out of earshot. He's still in sight, keeping an eye on his boats, but he's doesn't want to hear any of this apparently.
Maury gives an apologetic smile to Half-Elf. Sorry, I might have told these people about the monster.
Thank you for the follow, Abstract.
Oh, yeah, she was telling... It was all over the bar last night. Over at the Grumpy Moose.
Oh, that's really for the best. Grinsk is sending people out to their deaths.
Can you tell us what the monster might be?
Well, the half-elf looks kind of sheepish. I'm Tally. I'm studying the local animal life here in Icewind Dale. I just couldn't stay silent and watch another crew fall victim to the monster of Merid Dwalden. We don't know what it is, but it's only attacking the boats out of Bremen. Well, you can see what happened to the pronged goat. That is the name of the boat with a bite out of it.
Zucchini makes a face at the name.
The other one is the burly ram.
She makes another face at that.
The crew of the pronged goat is missing. We found the boat adrift, unfortunately. Presumably the monster ate them. Oh, here though. If you're gonna look for the monster, I can't offer you much more than my gratitude, but if you're going out on the lake, please write down any information you learn about the nature of this monster. If we know what's out there, the people of Bremen would be much safer for it, and, well, it bears the potential to be awfully interesting. Grinsk won't mind if you take the boats, and since it is only attacking boats from Bremen...
Plus 5 copper a fish, if we get trout.
If we manage to, if nothing happens and we do some fishing, make some money, and no harm, no foul. And I mean, well, if the monster does come, well, it'd probably help people.
Has he introduced himself?
They introduced themselves as Tally.
Okay, they did. Excuse me, Tally.
Yes?
You said that the monster is only attacking boats out of, I want to say Brunsk?
Bremen.
Out of Bremen?
Yes.
And you're sure, positive, that no other boats have been attacked?
Yes, I heard about this rumor in Lonelywood, and I double-checked there, and in... Oh, shit, what's the other city? And Tremolane, and there's been no attacks from them. On them.
She makes a scrunchy sort of thinky face. Kind of mumbles, well, I wonder if it could be politically motivated then. It is not unheard of for those with the ability to harness monsters to do their dirty work. Does anybody do you know of anybody who would stand to gain from the destruction of Bremen's boats and the horrible grisly death of all their fisher people?
I mean, all of the 10 towns are kind of fighting for survival. I think Bremen is mostly rivaled against Targos, Lonelywood, and Tremolane, but I study the animals and the wildlife. I don't really study politics. But, you know, if we figure out what's out there, then everybody will be safer because we can at least plan for it.
And if people are safer, that means that the town will be doing a bit better, and in general there might be more work. So if anyone is looking for work, while this might not necessarily directly pay,
Misha turns and heads for one of the boats. Oh, it sounds like we're the bait, so we should probably get out to where we can be bait.
Oh, there goes Mister, if you must address me, wait for us! She'll kind of let you know.
Maury looks kind of nervously at the boats herself for a moment and goes, well, I can't just let them do this alone. And she'll get on in too.
Alright, so there are 2 rowboats in just a moment, and I will take
they're rowboats? Oh, Jesus.
Pounce thinking we got actual ships. Come on.
I mean, I was expecting... Oh.
So situate yourselves. This rowboat is the one that has a bite out of it.
Oh, I'm definitely in the chumped one.
Well, Misha's been kind of rude, so we're gonna...
Misha's been rude.
To her. I'll go here.
Yeah.
I love you, Lennon.
I love you too, Pounds.
I was like sitting there going like, do I have to flip a coin here?
Oh God, the music.
Oh, that is nice.
I see Nevi is using the ship sound set from Syrinscape.
This is all part of the official Rime of the Frostmaiden stuff.
Yeah,
Neat.
I used some of these sounds, like, because you could hear, like, sails in this one.
There are 3 of you in the boat that's been taken a bite out of.
I mean, I'm not. She's not going with Misha. He's been kind of a meanie.
You said it was seaworthy. Like, where is this bite?
it's in the gun whale. I think that's the front. I'm not actually sure where the gun whale is because
Let's ask Google.
Maury is going in this one because she knows Vant.
It'll be fine.
What is a gun whale? The upper edge or side of the boat of a ship. So yeah, it's like there's like a
okay.
chomp out of the top.
Yeah, so it would still be seaworthy. Just don't put your hand there.
Okay. Well, so who's driving each boat?
What would that check be?
It's gonna be wisdom.
I guess Misha can
Okay.
get.
If you are proficient with water vehicles, you also get your proficiency. But for whomever is driving the boat, please roll me a wisdom check.
I believe that's either you or it's Maury or Zakiti. Because
What's your wisdom, Zetch?
That would be tolerable.
Nice.
I guess Zakiti can drive if you don't mind her navigating.
Do you have water vehicles on Shield?
That's why I'm checking right now to see if I have water vehicles. I have vehicles. I just need to see which one they are.
On a
Can
scale
I give
from
this to Vance just because?
1 to 20, just arbitrarily. I don't know why I'm just saying 1 to 20 of all things, but 14.
It's cute.
Unfortunately, my vehicles is land.
Because I have good wisdom, but not the proficiency.
Same.
Okay.
All right. So I guess Misha will roll for our boat.
So it's just a straight wisdom roll?
Yes.
Right on.
HPG, Vant has advantage on his next roll.
okay, I will remember.
Alright.
Damn!
So unfortunately,
Oh, wait.
Misha, you're getting used to using a rowboat, and you do run into an ice floe.
Solid.
And your boat takes 5 bludgeoning damage.
Is 5 bludgeoning damage a lot for a boat?
For a rowboat, if it's got the stat block out of Ghost of Saltmarsh, kinda.
Zakidi, however, seems to take to this like a fish in water and just is very easily steering you all around the ice floes as you go.
This is fun, even if it is kind of like manual labor. Wait, were those the first rolls of the campaign?
They were the first rolls of the campaign.
Yeah, rollies! Feels so good.
So you're traveling along the waters. As you go, you do eventually, you'll want to move yourselves with your boat.
Oh,
Okay. Hold on real quick. Let me just zoom out real quick so I see where the boat went. Okay, there it is.
That was my fault because I didn't highlight everybody.
No, you're fine. Hold on, I'm also trying not to be like on top of Misha. Stay bro.
So you're traveling along. You've been out for about an hour and you found a nice area that looks like it'd probably be pretty good for fishing. And you're just kind of waiting. You don't really have anything else to do except wait and therefore fish, which the boats are full of tackle that you can use for fishing if you would like.
I would love to fish.
I mean, if we're having time, I guess I'll fish as well.
Yep. So Misha will fish, but also can Tigran go out and like skim the water and try and pick him off? Tigran is the hawk.
Yes, have Tigran make attack rolls for that. For all of you, though, for fishing, make survival checks.
All right. I actually have a decent survival.
And you said I have advantage on this roll?
You do.
Not bad.
Oh, right. I got to turn on my 3D dice.
Oh yeah, your dice. Why I can't? Oh, because some of you are using the.
So there's Misha, and then I'm just gonna manual do because I don't have a hawk character sheet right now.
Oh right.
I'll enable 3D dice.
Do you have to also hit the automatically roll 3D dice thing?
Yes.
Or is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, otherwise you got to like shake them and it's like,
Thank you,
Okay.
Days.
Yeah. I was gonna say, Days sent you that advantage. So, Shield and Vant, you both get a bite on your line. So I am now going to need you to make me athletics checks.
Okay. 19. No, 13.
All right.
Ved is apparently just high rolling through this campaign, is what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
what it looks like.
you both just yank that each of your fish in. So you both have caught a knucklehead trout.
can we see that from where we are?
Well, you two are in the boat with Vant, so you see that Vant pulled one, and Misha is in the boat with Shield, so he definitely sees. While you're all celebrating the excitement of fish coming in,
Oh.
Oh
ripples
dear.
disrupt the surface of the lake, causing your boat to bob from side to side. A large mass glides through the dark water below you.
Right now it's not attacking, it's just down below.
Yep, it is just around. It
Maury is
does...
still going to... Go
Sorry,
ahead.
I had to roll on its behavior table. It breaches the water with its fins and splashes
Extra
water
world
into
lore.
your boats,
How
but
big are da fishy bois?
so it splashes water into both of your boats, but doesn't do anything else attack-wise.
Okay. Is it staying like above the water enough where if I wanted to attack it, I can hit it?
Yes, if you wanted to, but it's just
Okay.
kind of watching after splashing.
Okay.
Maury would like to cast False Life on herself.
Okay. And for the extra world lore, let me roll a d20 to make that determination.
Hey! You guys!
I see it.
Found it!
Vant pulled about a 4-pound knucklehead trout out, and Shield got himself a 3.5-pound knucklehead trout.
That's not bad.
They are kind of small, but they were just now getting the fish, and then everything got scared away.
Vant is going to look at the fish and look kind of sad, and then he's going to carefully throw it back towards the sea thing.
Yeah, I will also throw my fish towards it.
Oh, by the way, if you want to try and identify what the creature is, nature checks.
Oh, here. Oh God. Here we go. This will be good.
Sure.
Or
I
you'll
mean,
attempt.
9.
there's a 21 there. I mean, I'll roll. Let's see. Okay.
Lennon, you still there? Or?
Yep, I'm here. I'm just not trained in nature.
Oh, okay.
I'm also not trained in nature, so
That's
I don't.
that's fine. You can still roll it.
Oh, in that case.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a straight roll for me, so.
So everybody except Zikidi recognizes that this is a Plesiosaurus. I have sent you a handout of what it looks like.
Oh, that's even scarier than I thought it was gonna look like.
Looks like a big water snake.
That's just
Yeah.
its head.
Yeah, that's just his head.
Does it look like it could take the bite out of a ship the size that the bite of the ship has?
Oh, absolutely. As you two throw your fish at it, it gobbles them up, and then it kind of just like turns and looks at you and says in common, "I'm listening."
Uh,
Oh wow! Hi. What's your name?
You guys can roll Arcana checks.
yeah, she's immediately rolling Arcana.
Okay. Nope.
Nope.
Do we all look at Vant? Like,
And Maury's even trained in Arcana.
Alright, so Misha and Vant. This is the result of a Druid awakening spell. Or
does that
awaken.
mean
And-
this means it's intelligent?
Yes! So, you both know that it is now a completely intelligent creature and the effect is permanent.
Hello, friend.
Did I not have my push to talk down?
Oh no,
You
you
did-
I heard you yell out. Yeah.
Okay.
I think she addressed it first, Nev.
Yeah.
I
I think you asked what's your name?
She asked what its name was. She didn't bother
Yeah.
rolling because she doesn't. It talked. That's really interesting. What's its name?
It is.
Fair. I don't have a name. Should I have a name?
Well, everything has to have a name. Would you like one?
I don't think everything has a name.
Shush, 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 shush.
Okay.
I guess it would be nice to have a name, I guess, if that's important to people.
Well, we will trade you one name if you can tell us why you've been eating the boats from Brennan. Brennan. I can't, Nevi. I'm too dumb.
Bremen.
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 And
Bremen.
persuasion.
Ooh, I'm actually good at that.
Okay. We can talk about the attacks.
Vance just gonna kind of look at Zakiti and say, "Okay, you've got this. Cool."
She's gonna kind of wiggle past Maury in the boat, beep, 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 over
Yeah,
to Vant.
Maury
Oh,
will
I'm on
let her,
top of
yeah.
Vant. Hang on.
I
Giggity.
have a question. Are there more of you?
No, it's just me.
I see. What are you?
I don't know that it would know what other races call it.
Yeah, I also, Shield is just going, I don't know what's going on.
Gonna give the poor thing an existential crisis. First time it actually talks to somebody.
Well, I was a stupid beast, and now I'm not a stupid beast anymore, and I'd kind of like to stay not stupid.
Okay.
How about Basil? Let's call you Basil. Do you like it?
Basil. Okay.
So how come you're eating fisher people and only from one place and not the others?
The human who gave me this gift is named Ravison and claimed to serve the Frostmaiden. Ravison said I must do my part to help the Frostmaiden, who wants the people of Bremen to suffer.
Oh, but they already suffer by not burning fires at night and being cold.
I don't know anything about that. I don't want to be a stupid beast again, and if I don't do what they say, they might make me stupid again.
Actually, interestingly enough, they can't undo what they've done.
Persuasion check.
Nice, buddy!
Man, Vant is just rolling hot.
Yeah, apparently that's...
Really? She can't make me dumb again? Okay. Well, I won't attack the boats anymore. If it means I can be smart, then...
Oh, I have an idea! Basil, come here! And she'll, like, beckon to the fucking Plesiosaurus.
I don't think they're, actually, I don't know. Never mind.
Basil will move their head a little closer.
So she's gonna reach out and, like, give her them? I don't actually know. Give them a head rub. If they will let her.
They don't stop you.
So, I was thinking, you don't want to be dumb, right?
No, it was bad being dumb. I just swam around and ate fish.
Yeah, but fish are still tasty, right?
Well, yeah.
Okay, so, one of the things about being intelligent is that you can find purpose with your life. Purpose is very important to sapient beings like you and me. I'm here for reasons. Would you like to have some purpose that's not just hurting innocent fishermen?
Sure.
Okay, so, and just throwing this out here, if you want, maybe we take you back to Bremen. To Bremen, and you can apologize and explain yourself and offer your services to protect the fisher people in exchange for a share of their fish.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Well, there is something else. Even if we don't do that, because I don't know how well people would take to that without just attacking them. There is the half-elf. They're the one interested. They might want to talk to, they might want to talk and, like, learn more. And they might be able to help you figure out what you want to do from here.
Oh yeah, we should totally go first though, because if you go first, they might get angry or scared and, like, shoot you with arrows.
What I can do, actually, is if you go near the shore, but stay hidden, of course. That way, random people don't, like, get scared and try to attack you. I can set up a shower of colored sparks. Like, she'll quickly use prestidigitation, make a shower of colored sparks. I can do like that, and you will be able to see that from a bit offshore, and then you can go where I set that off, and you can talk to somebody who might be able to help you, and who would be very interested in learning more about you.
Okay. Sure. Sure, it does get kind of lonely not having anybody to talk to sometimes.
Oh yeah, and I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh shoot. Oh well.
Do you know where the person who made you smart is?
Hold on, there's actually an answer to that. Hold on.
Ooh. Asking the right questions.
Well, in Maury's mind, somebody did this just to piss off Brennan and make us suffer more? Oh, I have a problem with that.
No, I don't know where she went. After she woke me up and told me to do this stuff, she left.
What did she look like?
I don't know. No offense, but you all kinda look the same, especially in your furs.
That's reasonable.
But her name is Ravison, so you can maybe find it that way? And I'll put it in the Roll20 chat so you guys can put this in your notes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair. Thank you.
What was the name of the half-elf again? I'm sorry.
Tally.
So Misha will yell back over to the other boat. Shall we head back and try to find Tally then?
Okay. Hey, Basil.
Yes?
This is just a question, and you could say no, but I thought it might be fun to ride you back to shore instead of being the gross rickety wooden boat. It's just it could be fun, but since we're friends and everything now,
I don't think you can because of how Plesiosaurus swim.
oh damn, I was hoping that their neck would be above the water and I could just hang on to it.
Yeah, no, I don't think that works.
We are not riding the big blue adorable thing from Super Mario 64.
I mean,
Technically-
Zakiti is if she can. You kidding me? A new experience?
I think you would freeze in the water.
Oh yeah, not in the water. No.
Technically, Shield can do it for a few minutes before freezing over. I'm not willing to risk that, though.
Well, rats. I guess we could just go back then.
I feel like we need to do more fishing.
Well,
Oh yeah, 5 copper a fish. Hey, but it'd be rude to pick the fish out of the water in front of Basil.
No, that's okay. There's plenty of fish that you all can't reach.
Will you bring us some?
I think they'd be a little chewed up at that point.
Oh yeah.
I'll leave the area so the fish come back, though.
Thank you. Yeah, just if you wait by the shore a bit later once we go back to shore, I'll make sure to send up those sparks for you.
Okay. Goodbye. And Basil just kind of sinks deep into the water.
I look at Misha, go, what just happened?
That's a very good question. I think we stopped the boat attacks.
And Zakiti will lean across. See? I told you! It was politically motivated!
It does seem to be that way.
I'm not sure what I witnessed here.
In my travels, have I ever heard that name before?
Ravison?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll...
That'd be history.
Yeah, that might be a good history check.
Oh man, is int your jump stat? Because it's my dump stat.
It is. Well, it's kind. I mean, it's charisma.
Never mind, you nailed it.
Why won't the 3D dice show up?
That's a good question.
Did I not turn it on? Hold on.
It might just not be turned on. That's what it is.
It has to be turned on for.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, because I had turned it up.
No, that's my fault. I didn't have it turned on.
So you have heard the name. Probably you think you've heard the name as a frost druid, which are like servants of Oral.
Do I know like? So no idea where she like where her normal or it's run there. Her. There you go. Her like normal running grounds are. Or?
No.
Okay.
The frost druids are pretty difficult to track.
Sure. Okay.
So you're gonna do some fishing before you head back in?
I mean, that's the most normal thing I could do right now. I don't know what. I'm a little confused of what just happened.
Yeah, maybe she'll do
Makes
some
sense.
fishing. I need to get some. I need to be able to buy some birdseed.
Fishy.
Alright, so I'll just have you all do one of the survival rolls and then an athletics if you meet the DC, and I'll determine how many fish you get over
Sounds good.
Okay.
some time.
All right. Why? Wait. Did I accidentally close my character sheet? Oh no.
Probably.
Hold on. I hate when I do that.
Fishy.
There you go. All right. So survival check, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Not bad. And then athletics.
Yeah, so Mori, Zakiti, and Shield all hooked one, and Shield pulls his in no problem. So I'll need athletics out of Mori and Zakiti.
She's got noodle arms.
Well, you're still slightly above average.
Yeah, I mean 14 and 13 is not bad.
Yeah, unfortunately... Oh wait, why is it rolling? I shouldn't be doing that, hold on.
Yep, no problem.
Nev, question.
Yes.
Do the fishermen normally use bait and tackle? Do they use nets? Do they...
It is typically bait and tackle.
Okay, cool. I was just wondering if the wonders of net fishing had been, something to think about yet.
Alright, I'm just gonna have to do these rolls manually because it's just gonna always... And then I closed it like a fool.
Oh no! Oh, I know that feeling.
Right?
You have you have your whole thing set up. You got all your like maps and stuff set up, and then you just like accidentally close like something. You don't realize you do it until you need it.
Yeah. Alright, Zakiti, you do manage to get yours. And Mori, you also managed to get yours. So congrats. All three of you have caught... you managed to catch 4 fish each over the hour.
Woo! Nice. Very nice.
Unfortunately, everybody else, your lines just keep coming up short.
My first one was beginner's luck, obviously. But it went to a good cause.
Mori seems ecstatic that she actually is catching fish.
So then you'll all head back into town?
Yep. I find the dwarf who was saying like, what was it, 5 copper per trout?
As soon as you make it back to the docks, he's there. Like, he's at... Because
Okay.
those are his boats that you're out.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. And he's ecstatic to see the fish, and it is 5 copper pieces per trout. So it'd be 20 for each of you who brought in 4.
Okay, so that's 2 silver.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm trying to do my math. Like, yes, that makes sense.
Tally is also there, just waiting for you all to finish your transactions with Grinsk before approaching the party. Did you see anything? Did you find anything out?
Yes.
Oh boy.
We saw something.
In fact, if you come with us to somewhere a bit more secluded, it's intelligent.
Really?
Yes, and actually relatively peaceful. I can send up a little signal and it'll come talk to you if you like.
Oh, that's amazing. Most of you are proficient in Elvish, I believe.
Nope. Yes.
Yep.
Well, all
Maury
of
is
you,
not.
all of you who are proficient in Elvish hear Tally drop into Elvish and just like they're ecstatic and like kind of bumbling over how interesting and everything this is. As they pull out a pouch and hand over a scroll as well. The pouch has 5 gold in it, and the spell scroll is of animal friendship.
Ironic.
Where was this when we needed
Like,
it?
you might want to hold on to that.
Who needed it? You guys got there.
Yep, Maury is surprised, but looks at the others. See, and there you go. You got paid.
Yes.
Misha will take it, his 1 gold.
Oh yeah, we have enough.
Thank you
for
very
one
much.
gold each.
Well, far be it for Maury to look gift horse in the mouth, so.
I have a question.
Yes.
Well, this is just for the group. The Druid that awakened Basil, is that what we're calling them?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. They're evil.
They're in service to Aurel, which means yes. If they're specifically just trying to make us suffer, then yes.
Should we do something about that?
We should tell the town elder. Is there a town elder, Nevi?
There is, but Vant would know that he's not really in any mental state. Your town elder is a dwarf who is old by dwarven standards. Like, goes missing because he is senile and wandering.
Right. What I meant to say is we should tell not the town elder, but somebody important, because the town elder is too elder.
What do you mean by too elder?
He forgets.
Yeah, the other day he thought it was his daughter.
Is that a good thing to be? Should someone replace him? Someone younger?
You can't just replace an elder.
He gets the position because he is elder.
But I don't understand.
A lot of people associate age with wisdom.
But you say he forgets.
But Vant and more, you two do know that, like, if you tell one of the bartenders, it's almost certainly going to get into the ears of the people who need to hear about it.
We can go back to the Grumpy Moose and we can tell Bob.
Lennon,
He'll
did
know
you
what to
start the oven?
Yeah, I did. Did it just beep?
Okay, no, I could smell it, and that's why I was
Oh, okay,
confused for a
yeah.
second.
Are the bartenders important people here?
Yes, and they talk to important people here.
All right then.
Suffice it to say, if we want the right people to know, we can just tell one of the bartenders, and Well, suffice it to say, you're all new here. If people want us specifically to do something bad, they'll find us.
But first, we should be introducing our friend to our other friend.
Yes, we should.
Are we friends?
Well, I'd like to think so. You went out fishing with us. We just had an adventure. I think that's a very friendly thing to do.
Was that what? Okay.
We could have died horribly. Did you see the size of them?
Yes.
I haven't had friends since, well. Anyways, let's
Wow,
go
that's
ahead.
sad. Okay.
Well, my friend, I mean, he's still alive. I think he just left town a couple months ago.
Uh-huh.
Do I know who this is? Or
How long-
probably does Vant
How
know who this
long
is?
have you been in town as Vant?
I think like 4 or 5 months.
Okay, and this is, I assume, the person I told you about last week?
Yes, I would assume that if Cora took Morian, that she would have considered said character to be your friend.
Okay. Then yes, Vant, you are aware that the innkeeper's son, kinda went a little violent with his mom and left town a couple months ago with 2 tieflings no one had ever met.
Oh, yes. Finger to nose.
Perhaps, Jay Shinkoku? Did I get that pronunciation correct?
All right.
Yep, Mori will go a ways from the docks, at least enough that, Grumpy Dwarf doesn't see, and then we'll send up that shower of sparks.
Alright, Basil does arrive after a little while, and Tally and Basil fall into a very intense conversation, about Basil and their preferred fish and all of the other stuff, and, details about the bottom of the lake. Yay!
We can probably leave them to it, and, well,
Maybe together the two can find up a better way to get fish here.
maybe this might be something very good for the town. In general, without Basil attacking the boats, that'll mean that fish are able to come in a bit more easily too.
So, before we go and spread the word of the good news, how do we want to present the good news?
Good news?
Well,
The boats aren't going to be attacked anymore.
We dealt with the monster that was attacking the boats in the harbor, or from the harbor. We don't need to tell them the details of that. Don't need them to go looking for him. He's harmless. They're harmless.
But there's also bad news.
well,
well.
with the Druid, it's not going to be that surprising per se.
Is it not that there's an evil druid causing harm?
She kind of looks over and goes, "We've been stuck in this winter for years. People everywhere are, in general, desperate to appease Oral any way they can. Hearing that some druid is now serving her and is, for whatever reason, trying to make us miserable, while, yes, it's bad and we should do something, it's not necessarily that surprising given everything."
Oh. Yeah, I think she'll, just starts walking back to, I guess, the Grumpy Moose, pondering what he just heard.
Alright, back to the bars. Congratulations, you've all finished your first quest, which means you all may level up now.
Yay!
Woo!
Also,
Okay.
inspiration around for not only not killing the Plesiosaurus, but naming and then giving them a friend.
I'd like to think that the real Plesiosaurus are the friends we made along the way.
I'm still confused about what happened. This is just Bulldog confused now.
I mean, like, what happened is literally basically just how this goes. Like, if you all choose to be nice and talk to it, and then make the rolls, and you all made your rolls to convince it.
Yeah, no, that happened. That happened. We all saw that happen as well. But you level up. Yay.
Yeah. So we can do that now, or you can leave it for the end of the session. But
I can do it now.
Yeah, it seemed like y'all might like to get get to level 2.
I mean,
I can leave it
I don't.
for myself because I have to think about some things.
Yeah.
One quick question I had, just in general, is are we rolling for health every level?
You may choose to roll or take average, and you may make this choice at every level, but once you have rolled, you don't get to change your mind if it's a bad roll.
Okay. I think I'm going to just take the half here then. Alright, so I get the fighter's favorite thing to do. Action surge. Yay.
I haven't heard Pounce or Lennon in a while, and now I'm worried their mics
Look,
are
I
dead.
gotta put all my spells from
Right.
Roll20 in here.
Right, yeah, I gotta get spells now.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Also, I get a fighting style.
Fucking non-prepared casters, man. She knows every cleric spell she gets. She's
I mean, Mori knows every Pale Master spell she gets too, so...
I mean, I get to attack twice.
Oh shit, I get my Channel Divinity. Dope.
Cool.
I get my Macabre Creations,
Nice.
which are Artificer Infusions.
Nice. So yeah, my character's done.
If you would like, we can do some RP in the taverns while you're leveling, or we can just...
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, we can. I am fine with that.
Okay. Well, Bob welcomes you all in, and, like, he puts out, bowls of stew and ale for you all if you desire it.
I mean, I think he would put it in front of me. I, like, nod my head, like, thank you, and then look around and pass it to someone else. Saying, here you go.
I'm good, thank you.
Okay. Sakiti?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I just hand it to you.
Here, you brought in some fish today.
Yes. 4 trout? I'm not sure if that's good or bad, but what's normal?
Well, nothing's been normal lately, so any amount coming in is pretty good.
12 all told, 2 got away. 13 all told. We found a very big fish.
Yes. Is it a fish?
I mean, meta knowledge, it's a dinosaur, but...
I don't know what dinosaur is. I don't know what... I just saw... All I know is, like, big creature spoke to me, didn't attack me, and now everything fine?
Well, it's good to have some fish in. He wanders off to help with some other locals and stuff. Go ahead and roll perception checks if you're all just kind of listening to the chatter in the tavern, that sort of stuff.
Sure. Will passive of 14 do it, or should I still roll?
You can roll if you want.
Okay.
It's just that your passive is the lowest it can be.
Okay, so 18.
Misha's passive is 15.
My passive is 9.
Nice.
Zakidi's passive is 15.
Oh dear. Yeah, mine is 12
Okay.
as far as passive.
So then Maury and Vant, you two kind of hear something about like an evil wizard killed some adventurers over in East Haven. It's so weird. But they're looking for more adventurers over there, you know, now that some have been killed. That was Moravita and Vant hearing that. Zakidi, Misha, and Shield, you all hear about a dreaded white moose over in Lonelywood. It's attacking loggers and trappers on sight, and nobody seems to be able to catch or kill it.
I think I overhear like whatever the group is saying that, and I go, "Excuse me, you said a moose?"
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. I've never heard of a moose going like super violent and attacking on sight. Like if you get in their face, yeah, you know, they're territorial and stuff, but
I see it. You said, is this place close?
yeah, it's Lonelywood. It's, you know, right over the mare. Gotta take a boat, but
I see. Thank you. Friends? Is that what I call you?
Seems fitting.
Yeah.
There's a moose attack. Maybe the same person responsible, but for the save that caused the smart. What is it? Can someone tell me what that thing is? I'm still confused. Is it do I call it a fish? Is it a fish? What is it?
It's a dinosaur.
What's a dinosaur?
It's a big fish.
It's in this specific case, that thing's basically a big fish.
What is a dinosaur?
Yes, very technically.
So big fish equals dinosaur.
Not always, but in that specific case, yes.
Okay, so big fish equals maybe dinosaur?
Plesiosaurus equals big fish.
Oh, okay. Well, there is a crazed moose that's attacking people.
I wonder if it's the same situation. If a druid woke it up and told it, "Hey, go attack people."
That's why I believe we should go check it out.
If nothing else, they're good eating.
Are they? I've
Well-
never.
We also had. I heard something about a
Hello,
wizard that
Anstara.
killed a bunch of adventurers, and that the town's looking for more adventurers to deal with the wizard.
Where's that at?
East Haven.
Is
That-
is
That'd be
one
over in East Haven.
is one of the are either of these locations on the way to the other? It's East Haven and Lonelywood.
Yeah, no. But Lonelywood you can actually reach from Bremen.
Okay, and then how far is East Haven from here?
Welcome in. Hold on.
I think it's like one is like a couple hours, the other's a couple days, maybe.
Yeah, East Haven's gonna be like days.
Okay.
Yeah. I think if we're to do anything, though, we won't want to go to East Haven.
I mean, we could start heading that way eventually, but the lead in Lonelywood is certainly much closer.
If
Do
it,
you just want to eat the moose?
I do.
Worst case scenario, we can eat the moose. Best case, it gives us a lead on this druid.
Yeah, and Yeah, if we can learn more about Ravicino, I'm very interested. I'm beginning to wonder if... well, there might not be any connection, but in general, anyone who's been messing with my town, I don't like.
I believe people out there need help. That's why I want to go.
And she kind of looks at the others. Are any of you obviously wearing armor?
Zakiti looks like she is.
I still have my cloak on because I guess I didn't have to take it off, so we didn't get in a fight.
Right.
The only armor you've seen of me is my hands at this point.
And those appear to be more heavily armored. Okay.
Yes.
Misha's.
It would. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, sorry.
No, I would say it would look like I would have full plate on, basically.
Yeah,
By just looking at my hands.
Misha's just got like the white robe cloak covering him, but I'm sure sticking out of the either the arms or the neck at various points. If you're looking, you could see like the leather of his armor underneath it. Has the oven dinged, Nev?
Yes.
Okay.
She'll look around at people and go, well, if the rest of you are looking for work and willing to go, if you don't mind, I'd like to come with you.
I see no problem.
So we're going on an adventure?
I might have forgotten to say thank you for the follow on Starub. Thank you for the
Guess
follow.
so. I guess we're gonna go investigate a crazed moose.
She nods. I understand it's hard to tell with all the layers and such, but do any of you wear lighter sort of armor?
Well, that's a really weird personal question to ask someone.
To check what sort of things you have to protect yourself with?
My armor is very close to me. It's not light.
Okay. Because I can potentially, if we're going to be traveling together, I want to make sure I could help. And I'm not that good in a fight directly, but I could make your armor a bit better if you'd be willing.
Misha rolls up his sleeves a bit to show he's wearing leather armor underneath. Any bit of help we can get is probably going to be useful.
I can definitely do something with that. If you leave that with me tonight, I can get back to you and it'll be a bit sturdier.
Sure. Just be careful. There's some modifications on it. You'll see it once you just be careful.
I'll be careful. I'll be making a few modifications of my own, but I'll keep yours intact. And it won't be any less flexible or anything.
Sounds good. Thank you.
I'm just imagining that Misha's armor has bird holsters, so you can just
Right, yeah. I was going to describe it later, but yeah, when you take it off, there's a bunch of notches and pegs and rings and stuff for the birds to sit and hang on.
That's awesome.
So it sounds like you've all agreed to go to Lonely Wood.
That does seem to be the overall
I mean, you've given us either crazed wizard or crazed moose.
It's true. These are, in fact, the options you were given based off of your rolls.
Yeah. I think I'd rather go with the crazed moose.
Alright. Well, obviously, you spent the day out on the lake today, so it's best to head out in the morning. As you're all leaving the tavern to go back to the buried treasures, there is... I believe this character is... Yes. A young woman, she comes running up and she's like, Maury.
Yes.
You recognize her as Danica Greysteele. She's a fairly new resident to 10 Towns. And I hear that, you and your friends... Tally told me about Basil. And,
oh, yes.
Yeah, so... Here's the thing. I've been studying... No, it's okay. I've been studying these, creatures that can control, the weather around them in case maybe they can help with Icewind Dale's climate and everything. And so she holds out a lantern to you. It's a lantern of tracking. It can find the Chwangas that I'm looking for, but there's none in Bremen, and I was wondering if you and your friends are going to leave town sometime soon. Maybe you can look in the other 10 towns for me, because it's kind of dangerous, and I can't move that easy.
How tall is Maury?
Maury is very small. She's not even quite 5 foot.
Okay, cool. So, get leaned on as Zakiti just kind of smushes up behind her and leans on her. She leans over. Hi, yeah. What's a Zmori? What is she looking for?
Chwanga.
Yeah. What's a Chwanga, and why do you want them? Can you eat them?
They're little elemental creatures.
Oh.
And they control the weather around themselves. So I was thinking if I could do some studying of them and talk to them or something, maybe we'd be able to find a way to make it a little bit warmer for everybody around town.
Ooh. You could also burn fires at night when it's coldest.
I don't have any say in those sorts of decisions.
Well, it's definitely worth looking into, and, well, at bare minimum, I would be happy to.
Plus, I'm into research, and I actually have a research budget for this, so if you do manage to bring me a Chwanga, then I can pay you 25 gold.
Oh,
we're in.
Jesus. Okay.
We are?
Well, in that case, I'm sure I can convince the others she looks at them.
That's an amount.
We're going out anyways. I mean, it's extra work. It is extra things anyways that we would be otherwise going out to go look for. And if we happen to run into these and we bring them back, that's 25 gold. What's the harm in that?
Well, what if they're not willing? Are we just going to capture them?
I don't know if you've noticed, but it's been this way with no light, no sun, for years. If that means bonking something over the head and bringing it back to, potentially fix this at all, I will bunk as many things over the head as it takes.
As a admiral stance you have there.
Otherwise, everything will die.
Right, Zarin? Right? I'll stay. You like the Grumpy Moose, right? Is your preferred inn, Maury? Or your preferred tavern?
Yeah, I like the name.
Alright, so I'll be there after my duties each day, and when you guys manage to find one, just find me there.
Sounds good.
Alright. And Maury will go ahead and take the lantern for now.
How does it work?
Oh, yeah, so she does go ahead and give you an explanation of how it works. Basically, it will glow green, I think.
When we're near one.
Yeah, it will turn green as you approach the edge of a town that has Chwungas in it. The flame will glow green.
Okay.
I wonder if I can put this in your animals.
You can probably at bare minimum make a... there we go.
Nice.
So yeah, this is a lantern of tracking elementals. So.
Okay, so basically, once we get close to an elemental, it'll start glowing green.
Yes.
Nice.
Wonderful.
Alright. So, I wasn't exactly sure which town you were all going to choose. So I think that's kind of where I'm at for tonight.
Oh, real quick.
Okay.
Perfect sense.
Yeah.
Real quick, Nev. Before we end, I have one question for you. Would birdseed be more would be similarly priced to wheat, flour, or salt?
Probably wheat.
Okay.
Isn't there animal feed in the PHP?
Yes,
I don't
is
see it.
Hold on, let me check real quick.
If you've got it, let me know, because that's exactly what I need.
Yep. Let me just look this up, because I believe I had a character who also had to do this as well. Animal feed, so feed per day, what you're looking for is 5 copper, is for 10 pounds.
Okay, so 5 copper is 10 pounds of animal feed, and that's like a daily.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that like daily for a horse, or do you just have that many birds?
So there's 19 birds. There's Tigran, who's the
yeah.
big hawk, and then a dozen and a half of the
So the
small
answer
ones.
is yes,
yes.
you do have many birds.
Oh, also Lennon.
Yeah.
Since Mori is going to be enhancing your character's armor, I'm going to send you what that now is.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Yeah. When we get back to the end as well, Misha would, give you the armor and let you do that.
Yep, I'll send it to as a Discord message real quick.
Okay.
Because it so for everyone to know, it gives a +1 bonus to armor class, and you'll have advantage on saving throws against being poisoned and resistance against poison damage.
Cool. Yeah, that sounds awesome.
You get that at level 2?
As one, I can only create 2 macabre creations, so yes. It's, again, just like Artificer in that regard. Artificer gets some really cool infusions, but, well, they can only have a limited number active.
So at the general store, then, would I be able to get like a gold's worth of? So it'd be like, so it's 10 pounds for 5 copper. So that's a silver is 20 pounds. So that'd be 200 pounds of bird feed.
Oh my god.
I don't think they have a full 200 pounds of bird feed, but you might be able to get like 100 pounds of bird feed.
Okay, I will buy 100 pounds of bird feed then. So that's like 10 days that I can feed them. 10 more days of like actual food.
I think so, yes.
Yeah, that sounds right. So
I'm trying to do math in my head right now. I'm failing really bad.
Oh, also, Lennon, if Mori dies, that will become unenchanted.
Okay, that makes sense.
I don't think that will immediately come up, but just as a random thing.
How will we not put that evil into the air right now?
Look, you haven't even faced combat yet. It's fine.
That is true. That is true. I mean, we did see a dinosaur,
So he won't.
That scared the crap out of me, but we're fine. We talked our way out of it. I'm glad you guys talked because I have a charisma of 6.
So Enstar, he's actually a
Yeah,
Goliath.
that was an excellent resolution there.
He's actually a Goliath, so he has a bunch of extra carry weight.
I am a little sad I couldn't ride the dinosaur.
I'm sorry, it just was not one of the ones suited to that.
I was hoping she would keep her head above the water so I could, ride back like a noble steed as a returning champion. Because it seems like a very satyr thing to do.
So I have to attune to my armor? Is that what I'm reading?
You will require attunement, yes,
Okay.
which takes in about an hour.
Yep. Yeah. Over the night, while in the morning, I guess I'm gonna be able to. So.
Right, exactly. Yeah, she will deliver the armor in the morning because it takes her, after a long rest, is when she can make that. So, and she can only make one macabre creation per long rest. So yeah, she'll deliver that in the morning, and it will be a bit bona fide, but so functional.
All right. Well, thank you all for coming out to play today.
Yeah, it was fun.